Did you ever think that you were going to find a recipe? You even ask specifically for, let's say, two ingredient recipe, right? On any given platform, not particularly any one platform, but you ask for, let's say, two ingredients or maybe three ingredients, and it really looks like it could be the real deal, only to find out when you spend a few minutes, viewing that particular video. In my opinion, and actually in fact, there's way more than two ingredients or three ingredients. And yeah, but you know what? It also depends on what you consider an ingredient. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Jan. Welcome to this episode on the Save Money More with Jan channel. My channel, how you doing today? Thank you so much for coming back today. Thank you so much for being here. If you're brand new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you've been here a while, thank you, thank you, thank you. In fact, thank you to everybody. And I know this sounds cheesy, but if you would be so kind, I know I don't like to ask in the beginning of the show, but if you'd be so kind to smash down the like button, because what happens is, even if you like the video, you might forget. And like if you say, I'll smash like when it's all finished, well, whatever. But you came here and I do appreciate you. And I really do hope that you do smash the like button because you really do like it. So I'm just saying, let's talk about just for a minute. It won't be a long show today. One ingredient recipes actually do exist. Now, I don't know if I've ever mentioned you. I am not particularly a huge fan of cottage cheese. The appearance of cottage cheese, the lumps disturb me. Now, some people love those curds, those lumps. They're totally happy with it. Like, for example, let's talk about mashed potatoes for a quick second. Mashed potatoes, some people like them very, very smooth, very creamy. And some people like that occasional chunk or occasional lump in it. I'm okay with a little bit of a lump in a potato, mashed potato thingy. I'm not okay with that texture. It's like a texture thing, kind of thing, whatever. However, as an ingredient, cottage cheese can be really, really cool because way back in the 70s, there was a diet book. Okay. I'm trying to remember the name. I think it was the Goldberg diet or something to that effect. Please do not quote me on that. I could be totally wrong. But I believe in that book, there was a recipe in there to make a cheesecake using cottage cheese. And guess what the crumbs were made of to make it like, because that was during the low fat, beginning of the low fat craze or whatever. But it was delicious anyway. The cottage cheese made a great cheesecake because it was less calories, right? And the crumbs were made out of, guess what? Smashed up, crumbled up cornflakes. Cornflakes. You could like add a little melted whatever butter and maybe a minor amount of sugar, or back then they were pushing those artificial sweeteners and all this and all that. I rather go with a little bit of natural sugar and maybe cinnamon and put that crust together. The crust was quite good. And the cheesecake came out quite good. Quite good. So if I could ever find the recipe again, maybe I could online, but I don't want to stray too far from my original point about cottage cheese. So I must have been living under a rock, or I just didn't have the time to know that this existed. However, there is actually, there are, because it's plural, there are actually many, many videos that display how to make, are you sitting or standing? One ingredient cottage cheese chips. And they look crispy, not pliable, but literally like you see the person like breaking the chip, and you see that it's crispy. And you could practically hear the crunch. Hello, hello, hello. And like I've watched a number of the videos, and literally it's one ingredient cottage cheese. Now, here's where it gets into the variable, the gray spot, like I mentioned earlier in the video. Here's where it gets a little questionable. What do you consider an ingredient? For me, if it says one ingredient and the ingredient is cottage cheese, and then I watch the video and then it shows them a sprinkling, seasoned, flavored, whatever flavor you decide to put on to make it flavorful, would you consider that an ingredient, or would you just consider it, well, I still have it at home and I'm not purchasing another thing? Do you consider that an ingredient in a recipe? Because it is optional, and The main thing is the cottage cheese. So would you consider it a 1 ingredient or 2 ingredient recipe? Let me know in the comment section below. But the method is really, really easy. I take no credit for this. This is not my recipe. There are many, many videos. Go watch them. I strongly suggest you do. In fact, type in the words 1 ingredient cottage cheese chips. And what will come up is a bunch of short videos. Okay. You may check them out. But basically, you're taking, let's say, like a small ice cream scoop type thing, like maybe looks like a melon scooper, melon ball scooper, whatever, and you just scoop it out, cottage cheese, put it on parchment paper. Like I would go like 3 across. I never made them, so I don't know, but it looked like the person went 3 across and made a bunch of them. Gives a bunch of space in between. Just placing those dollops of cottage cheese, and then taking the back of a spoon and flattening it out a bit. Make sure there's still space in between. And then they sprinkle whatever flavoring on top. And that's the question. Would you consider that a second ingredient? That's a good question, because this is where people get into a lot of trouble when they say 1 ingredient. But then people say, well, wait, you're adding stuff to it. So I don't know what you consider it. So then you bake that off. From one of the recipes I recall, it was a 350. Now, one recipe for the same thing said 350 for 22 to 25 minutes, right? And then another video recipe said 35 to 40 minutes. Now, I don't know. To me, the 35 to 40 minutes sounds long. And then another person said that, the company Daisy, the DAISY company, I think that's how they spell it, right? Like a flower. The one that has a lot of cottage cheese sold, that company. They're saying that company, their version of the cottage cheese is more difficult to get it to spread out and to get crispy. I don't know. And some of the gentlemen offers advice on how to correct that problem. And if you find that that's a problem for you, and I believe he uses heavy cream in the mixture, but that's a whole other thing. And then it's no longer one recipe, right? But 1 ingredient recipes really do exist. Let's take the humble potato, for example. Well, you could take a potato and add a little seasoning or salt if you consider that not an ingredient, and bake it off. And that's a recipe using 1 ingredient. Now, this is why, like, a lot of people get confused, for example, when they go to do those grocery haul commercials, grocery haul videos, okay? And they say 3 ingredient recipe. And you see maybe 7 or 8 ingredients. A lot of them are minor things like, oh, I have dried minced onion. Oh, I have extra garlic powder, or everything bagel seasoning. And then you see a whole bunch of stuff, and it throws the viewer off. That's why we need to clarify. Would you consider those seasonings, those add-ons, as an additional ingredient? Now let's get back to the method of shopping. Excuse me, grocery shopping for a minute. If you could sit down and figure out meals for an entire week, just using 1 main ingredient and maybe just some seasonings, because you do want flavor, the main ingredient, and it doesn't have to be expensive. I just gave away 2 items. One could be cottage cheese. The other one could be potato. And if you could figure out for an entire week's worth of meals, oh my word, you're going to save a ton of grocery money. Think about that for a second. I mean, for example, let's say that you just want a burger. Just a burger. You don't want bread. You don't want tomato. You don't want cheese on top. You don't want anything but just a burger. Then, of course, you season it up. That's a 1 ingredient meal. I'm just saying. Figure out ways. There are ways and there are ways. But I just thought I'd share this. Thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate everybody's time. Don't forget to come back every single morning at 5 a.m. Don't forget to take good care of yourself, your amazing family, and as per usual, super thanks are forever appreciated. Thank you very much.